I want to talk about something that, truth be told, I don't hear too many people talking about, especially not no mainstream media outlets. The only people I hear talking about it to a certain degree is independent black grassroots media, such as myself. And you know, on my channel, family, I like to take these FBA stories that ain't gaining proper traction and light, and put them up under the magnifying glass so we could blow these stories up so they get put on full display into the public lexicon. And today we're gonna be talking about our 10-year-old FBA brother by the name of Jordan Hill from Almite, Mississippi, who was riding an ATV and who was tragically and senselessly, struck, in a hit and run and had his life, tragically stolen from him, and the white supremacist who done this by the name of Cody Rollinson, he didn't even stop to so much see if our young brother was okay, to administer help. He, just left our brother discarded on the road like a piece of, common trash, and the fact that the mainstream media ain't covering this story. It goes back to that system of racism, white supremacy thing, and the fact that this, Almite County, Mississippi, is trying to, cover this thing up and sweep it up under the rug. Because come to find out, this Almite County, was a sundown town. So yeah, they complicit in this thing as well. And the reason I'm calling this, Cody Rollinson, a white supremacist, is because he was known to, ride around in his pickup truck, proudly displaying his Confederate flag every chance he got, and the fact that he left our brother laying on the roadside like a common piece of trash, because if this was a little white kid, for sure as hell he wouldn't have left him on the road, laying like a piece of trash. And this Cody Rollinson, he left no skid marks, he hit and ran our brother, and the only reason he came, back was to grab a light. Then he took right on off. And the only thing this white supremacist degenerate Cody Rollinson has been charged with is, having marijuana, and he had drugs in his car too as well. I almost forgot to say that, and if he had drugs in his car, he most likely, had drugs in his system. Now this Cody Rollinson had a long, police record, of being locked up, everything, from drugs and alcohol, and even something I seen was for impersonating a police officer. So yeah, this is just an all around white supremacist degenerate who is getting, keeps on getting a slap on the wrist to get out of jail free card and a free pass to run amok because the system of racism, white supremacy, along with the Almite County, Mississippi, is complicit in it. So this is a call to action. We demand justice, and this Almite County, bring this white supremacist degenerate in instead of being complicit in it and sitting on their hands. We might need, the truth be told, get some FBA brothers and sisters down there with boots on the ground in real time. You know what I mean? Because this is just a bunch of nonsense, and I don't see this thing, being talked about nowhere. So that's why I put it on my channel to get the story out there, at least to get some eyes and ears on this story. But I want to say RIP to my young brother, Jordan Hill, who, senselessly and tragically, got his life stolen and ripped from him before he ever got the chance to grow. And message to that Almite, Mississippi, Almite County, Mississippi, put some charges on this degenerate and stop looking out for and coddling and pampering him, like the system of racism, white supremacy tends to do, when it regards their own. And once again, my condolences, go out to our brother Jordan, Hill's family and friends, and RIP to him. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.